How you doing? Victor D'Agostino, and welcome to Canvas Time. We got a lot to cover in this half hour. We have a special guest in the studio, which I'll introduce momentarily. First, I wanted to make mention of a serious issue, the current environmental disaster we're experiencing. Of course, I'm talking about the Galapagos Islands. Since we film here in the Electric City in Schenectady, New York, I think it's important that we read a statement by a high-ranking official at GE on the issue of Galapagos. A high-ranking official at General Electric has issued this statement. In regards to the oil spill and the current environmental catastrophe at Galapagos Island, we at GE are firm in our belief to let nature clean Galapagos. So there you have it. GE statement on the crisis in the island sanctuary. Apparently they're not alone in their stance. They have an ally in President-elect George Bush, who at this time has allocated zero funds for the oil spill. So there you have it. Of course, Galapagos is famous for being a main influence on Charles Darwin and his theories of evolution. And speaking of evolution, we have here a highly evolved species of canine. I want to introduce Buster. Hi, Buster. How are you today? Buster is going to model for us. In another year, he will be evolved into President-elect Buster, but for now, we'll just have to call him Champion. Buster's trainer, Paul Delarocco, is here with us also. Today, we're going to do a sketch of Buster on an 18 by 24 canvas, using our same colors as last week, 2 yellows, 2 reds, 2 blues, warm and a cool of each. And let's see if we can get started here. I've got a rag in my hand underneath. Buster's got a beautiful coat here, a nice burgundy color. We're going to start out with a little alizarin crimson and some red and maybe some yellow. And get a nice little mixture here on the canvas. We got Buster, and we're ready to go. Buster is a champion hunter. And comes from a long bloodline of champions. He's about 9 years old. Let's see. Just start out with a little sketch of Buster's head, just to give me somewhat of a way to frame this out. He's not actually posing for me, but simply just hanging out, and that's going to allow me to adjust my drawing any way that I feel. Let's get some of that, we're going to fill that right in there. We're going to come back in and cut our background around Buster later on, once we get the right fill in. How you doing, Buster?